So today's video is interesting. I am actually, probably for the first time since I've been in Japan, I'm locked in, but a little bit unlocked in the sense that we weren't just running around doing a lot of stuff today in Japan. Tiki went into the office, Nick's upstairs locked in editing content. You can kind of see the rawness of what happens when I edit videos, because people wonder, oh, you have a computer, you sit there, it's like, no. If you guys see the way that I actually edit videos, it'd be kind of like probably cringy for some people, or you just wouldn't understand. But this is my element. I lock in and I lay down and I watch the content and I edit it, and producing the content's a different story. So right now, just chilling. This is how my bed looks like in Japan. Portable charger charging, laptop here, the Osmo, water, the things that I need to just survive, and I'm just locked in. And so today's video, you'll see I had a chance before we kind of all split off and did our own thing to interview the two guys and myself, and let me know what you guys think. I think we can make more videos like this. I'd like to get other people on the channel besides ourselves, but I think that'll come as I just progress in the channel and what I learn to do. So tell us what you guys think. Tiki's gonna be here for another 4 more days. So if you guys want to see another video like this, make sure you comment below. Watch the entire video. Let me know, again, what you think, what you want to see. Ask the questions you want the answers to. They can be like nitty gritty. Like, I'll be as honest. I can speak for myself that I'll be as honest. I think Tiki will be as honest as possible. I think Nick will as well. There may be some things that just can't get answered now, but ask the questions. Hammer us with, I guess you could say, the federal questions. I want this to be a cool video. To make a part 2 of what's coming today. But watch the entirety of this. Let me know what you think, and then we'll go from there.
Well, let's get this started. I guess Tiki will have to join us when he joins us. Nick, wave to the camera. No, I'm probably going to be a little too high for that.
Damn, I gotta post this tonight. Another 20 minutes of rendering, another half an hour of posting.
All right, here. All right, so on today's segment of this video, I have excuse me. I have a microphone, but we are in Japan. What day are we in? Do you know, Tiki?
Day 8.
Day 8 in Japan. Nick's like, what the f***'s going on right now? Because he just doesn't know. But I just wanted to get all 3 of us on video because I feel like you guys see each individual videos, but you never see it together. And so I just wanted to ask, I guess we'll start with Tiki because he's the most open to talk right now, and Nick will just kind of stare at the camera.
I just woke up 5 minutes ago, so.
All right, so we're at the Airbnb here in Tokyo now. I don't know when you'll see this video. Eventually you'll see this video. But Tiki, what do you think brought you to Japan and why?
Honestly, it's the experience of being out here and really seeing how the process works from this side of the ocean. I wouldn't have been out here at all if it wasn't for the support of my wife, who really influenced me to, push it forward, lock it in, and get the heck out here, to see the auctions, to see the office, to see what life and culture is like. So big props to her for locking it in with the kids this week and letting me do this thing. Out here buying some cars and just making some awesome content. So to everybody who didn't know me before this, huge thanks for watching my stuff, subscribing to the channel, and just supporting what I do because I very much appreciate it.
Yeah, and if you don't follow Tiki, if you're following Nick and I, or if you're following just me, make sure you go and follow Tiki. We're trying to get his channel to at least 500 before he leaves for Japan, which is probably in 3 more days, right? Or 4 more days? 4 more days. And so we're trying to lock him in and get him there. It'd be great if we can get him monetized and get him 1,000 followers. That'd be super awesome. That way he gets back on the board. Not back, but on the board on YouTube and starts making at least like a penny a video or something like that. But it's kind of been interesting. Shout out to Megan too, because if it wasn't for Megan, I wouldn't be out here. But yeah, Nick, I guess what brought you to Japan the first time? No, I will answer it, but I guess I'll go last. But what brought you to Japan initially? Because this is how many trips have you made it to Japan?
This is my 4th time here. What made me come here in just the very first time?
The very, very first time.
I just wanted to come to Japan. I just like Fast and the Furious. I like the culture. I like the cars. Don't really like anime. The food is okay, but I just always wanted to come to Japan since I was like 18. It was like a goal of mine. I wanted to come the year COVID started, so unfortunately I couldn't go. I had to wait till they reopened. And I think they reopened in October, and I was here in November. Like, that's how bad I wanted to go. But I would say what has me here now is the exporting part of it. I feel like I didn't hit my ceiling in America, but I'm doing the same thing over and over, and it's getting repetitive. So I feel like being here and learning the language, the culture, finding a Japanese city field, finding a Japanese reupholsterer shop, making friends at Up Garage, and having all those connections while still, having an American base, because I'm not going to live here forever. I think being here for the 2 to 3 months I'm going to be here, and potentially a year after that, is going to really help Wait for the Fame solidify itself on both sides of the planet.
What, I guess, on that, what's your plan when you get back home? And everybody probably wants to know. Or when do you think you'll get back home? Or are you moving to Japan full time?
I don't know when I'm going back home, but when I get back home, I'm going to drive the Blue Mirror walkthrough on a road trip and do the sell merch and everything I've wanted to do since last year.
Nice.
Yeah. And whatever cars I have there, I can sell them, but that's my main goal. Number one is to get the Blue Mirror walkthrough good, do a road trip to at least Miami, and sell jackets, t-shirts, stickers, everything I pick up here throughout the entire way. Do road trips and car meets like I did in the SMX pretty much.
Alaska road trip, lock it in, right?
I know, Alaska would be sick. Alaska road trip.
That would be sick.
Everything in between.
Yeah. I guess what brought me out here to Japan was I started following Nick when I got my Bravo, because he had his Bravo, and then I reached out to him. Do you remember that one time when you were coming to Japan? I was like, "Yo, can I come along?" Yeah. And he was just like, not this one because it's already been planned and everything, but he said the next one. And I took it literal. And then from there, I met up Nick in person at like a Daikoku meet after he got back from Japan. And I was like, this is cool. Like, I need to make it to Japan. And I told my wife I would have dropped everything at the time just to go to Japan, to go with Nick at the same time. Because what you guys see in the videos, like, magnify that times 100. But then also, like, I feel like sometimes we just don't get enough, if that makes sense. But I was like, I really need to be out there and I need to see the culture. It was the first time that I had left the country, so I was like, this would be the coolest thing to leave the country and go there. And so I did, and that's when I came with Nick last July, but I wasn't making any content. And then I obviously stumbled upon YouTube because of Nick, and Nick was like, oh, you should get on YouTube and do more. And so I was like, okay, cool, well, let me lock in and start making content. And I did, and it kind of just spiraled. And I feel like my content's really taking off right now. People are loving it. I guess my biggest fear is when I get home, I'm not going to have anything to produce content for. But that's not true. There is. But I feel like in America, everybody's like, oh, cool, you're in America, whatever. So I'm trying to lock in and get the most content while I'm in Japan and really harness everything that I can so you guys really could get the full extent of what Japan is. So one day, when you decide to come, it's like, oh, cool. You know that you can hit up A-Pit. You can hit up freaking, what's it called? Up Garages, even though they suck. Like, we've come to the realization that they're cool. Like, get them out of your system, get there, but they're not as cool as everybody thinks they are, in the sense of like, oh, you can go there and buy parts for everything. No, it's just like, what do you think? What would you call Up Garage? Like, what would you say? Because you have your own thoughts about that.
I think it's just like a tourist. Like, it's just you go there for like the touristy part, not like to actually find stuff.
Yeah. Tiki, what do you think about that?
I mean, I didn't know really what to expect with Up Garage when I came into it. I know it's just kind of like automotive consignment and whatnot. But I found some pretty good stuff there. I mean, I found some good wheels. Unfortunately, the Naked is sailed, so not going to get them on there. But did find some cool stuff. Found some new capo roofs, some other parts and whatnot. So lapping parts, yeah. Well, some lapping parts, yeah, some not. And then Mendy snapped my grill emblem, but I think we're just gonna have to scrap that one. But I did find a really cool lapping carpet that I'm gonna definitely use as decor at home. I don't know. It's so hit or miss. It feels like gambling, but the only thing I'm really gambling with is my time. Because sometimes we find some really cool stuff, and then sometimes it's just more of the same, or if you want GR86 parts, boy howdy, this is the place for you. But if you're looking for anything else, it's best to search the website, find them, and then just get them shipped to your local store, or get them shipped there ahead of time so that you can just pick everything up, and you don't have to worry about hitting everything one by one and driving around to it. Because we've probably spent at least 2 full days driving up Garage on the course of this trip. So there you go.
Yeah. You want to say anything? Yeah, so I think the expectation that everybody sees, like, oh, you go to Up Garage and it's like an AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts where you can tell them, hey, I want like a hood or a grill, and it's like, no, Up Garages are just they're just like garage offs or everything else where people come in to bring their old stuff that they don't want and they sell it off. So if you find cool stuff, I feel like it's been because either somebody sold the car and they took the goodies back off of it, or you're just gonna find people's stock parts. Like you found the cap. The cap's hard tops over there because somebody might have put like a carbon fiber one and they didn't need that anymore. And they said, oh, instead of having this in my tiny place here in Japan, let me just bring it to Up Garage and get my money's worth out of it.
Get wrecked and they part it out.
Yeah. Or that true. Very true. Yeah. But for the most part, I guess the next question, and we'll probably have 2 more questions before these guys want to go and get food and do their own thing because we're all trying to lock in and get videos out for you guys. But what expectations did you have coming to Japan, and do you think you've exceeded those expectations?
Oh, me first? Okay. My expectations were that I was going to come here, find out a lot more about how I kind of mesh with the culture, how well my language learning has come around. There's certainly a long way to go, but I'm impressed with myself being able to read a bunch of stuff, say some basic stuff to get by. What were we talking about now? I'm just so lost in my head about how cool Japan is that I completely lost focus there for a second.
Your expectations.
Expectations,
and
yeah.
Whether or not you've met your expectations before coming to Japan.
I mean, I bought a car. Hopefully we'll buy another car today. So that expectation is set. We definitely found some parts at Up Garage, so that expectation is set. But there's still a lot more that I want to do. Like, I would say I'm like 65% right now, but then again, I got 3 more days to really check off the rest. So that one's in flight. So I can't really say for sure at this point in time because it's Wednesday here. Yeah, time just kind of blends together. So expectations are pretty much met across the board. Talked to the car deal page crew, checked out the auctions, ate a lot of good food, grabbed some snacks, but I still need to souvenir shop. So.
I don't really have an answer for that, honestly.
I guess, yeah, you're too young into the trip.
Yeah, and I don't have a return, so there's no deadline I'm trying to reach. But as far as right now, though, I'm pretty happy with Patreon, how it's turning out. The videos are turning out. Being around these guys is pretty cool. I remember when I first started. No. Being around just 2 people also creating content and seeing how they go about it. And Tiki went from posting a video a month to like a video a day.
Yeah.
David did create content last year too. I know you had to make YouTube videos. But
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You weren't just doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so seeing him now make videos is pretty motivational to like, it makes us all hold each other accountable, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it was interesting because we asked Tiki, hey, Tiki, what's your plan? Like, how many videos are you posting while you're out here? And he's like, oh, I'll probably get 1. And we're like, whoa. Like, you're in Japan. Everybody wants to see what you're doing in Japan. I remember having the conversation. He's like, yeah, I'll just get the footage. And when I get home, I'll edit or whatever. And then it turned from being like maybe we'll get 1 video from Tiki to now how many video deeps are you?
4 deep right now, and I got at least 2 more before I take off.
So that's 6 videos that Tiki went from making like 1 a month to now he's making almost 1 every day. And like to see, like before he was here, he was locked in editing the video. Same thing with Nick. So that's pretty cool. As far as my expectations, I didn't really have any expectations. One expectation, like you saw in my other video, was I came here to rectify what I had done. So my expectation is just to sell almost everything on the inventory list and probably bring something home with me, if that makes any sense. And so the plan is still to probably get a car back home. A few cars have sold off the inventory list, which is really good. That means that the ball is rolling and that, Car Deal Page is making their money back and getting everything back into motion, which is great. The thing is like Tiki's day to unlock, I guess you could say, is tentatively Friday. So what most people don't realize, like, we don't get a moment to do like touristy things. Like it may seem like it when we go out to eat and all that, but I think we're doing the things that we need to do for our bodies to physically survive. Meaning we got to feed ourselves, we got to, you know, drink, eat, and do all these things. And so those are things that need to get done. And so when we do touristy things and go out and eat, but like we're not riding the go-karts around Tokyo, we're not going to like Shibuya Crossing, even though that is the plan to do on Friday. So like we're just locked in. And like Nick was saying, it's pretty cool and inspirational that, you know, we're in a house, we're here together, and it's like a content creator's like bachelor pad, I guess you could say, even though Tiki and I are not bachelors by any means, but we're just locking in and we're just making it happen, which is really cool. So my expectation was really to get my content going and sell cars, and I feel like I've met that. I still don't tentatively have a return back home date yet. It's tentatively April 7th, and you know, I'm thinking about doing something before I go home to keep the content kind of flowing. But I guess my biggest fear is when I get home, whether or not I'm going to have something enough to provide that people are still going to watch. And I think the answer is yes. I think I'm overthinking it, but yeah. Anything else you guys want to say, or any other questions that you guys think would be helpful for the viewers?
Just thanks for watching all our videos. Thanks for like, comment, subscribing, sharing, purchasing. I know Tiki, like you said, bought a car. You got that cool Bravo while you were over here. I think David sold a Pajero. Whoever bought a car through me. And then I think that you're going to have content to make it in America. It's not going to be like Japan, but this is the mecca of what we do. So that's why I don't have a return flight, because this is like I could just stand in a corner and make a video like in 7-Eleven. That could be a full video.
24 hours of eating.
Yeah, I know. I can make a video just standing in the corner recording all the K cars, all the American cars that drive by. So it just takes adapting. And then same with Tiki. I hope he continues to make videos back home. Hope you get finally some cars shipped to your house.
For real.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I I definitely got to unlock for at least one day and do some touristy stuff, because like I mean, everything we've been showing off has been, you know, fun. It's been exciting. Seeing all these cars is awesome, but at the same time, like we haven't really done anything when it comes to like, you know, breaking Japan. Script and just we haven't done Japan. Like we were just driving through the streets of Tokyo last night and around the Imperial Palace, and I had never felt like a tourist in Japan until that moment. And I was just like, wow, I have not explored any part of Tokyo yet. So yeah, we're legitimately working hard out here. And just trying to make as much cool content for you guys as possible, and trying to, you know, improve, you know, the business that I do, and add more, you know, integrity, more weight to, you know, Tiki Money Imports. And of course, these really cool hoodies. When I get back, I'm going to have these up on my website for sale. So if you want to get one of these for yourself, please do. #shameless plug. We also have the beanies up for sale too. So if you like our logo and you like what we do, feel free to support us. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, so I want you guys to understand something. I think more for Nick's aspect of it or perspective of it, like us as YouTubers now, because I guess we can call ourselves YouTubers, as content creators, we don't make money that's justifiable. Like if you think we're living a lavish lifestyle, like, you know, I think I have 1,400 subscribers right now, and that doesn't get me much. And Nick is even up to like, what, are you up to 40 yet or no?
I'm at 38.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm locking in and posting it right now.
Yeah, Tiki's posting his right now, but like he's at 38,000 subscribers. It's not like, yeah.
Damn, get that boy to 40,000.
Yeah, no, get him to 100,000. Can we get him, Nick, to 40K before April 1st at least? So 2 more thousand subscribers. But yeah, it's just like we're not getting paid to do this, and I think I feel more for Tiki. Like, don't get me wrong, we're getting paid to be here because of the cars that we're selling or the cars that we're bringing back home, because that's ultimately our job. But the hours of sweat and tears and everything that we're putting on to create this content, it's very minuscule. Like, it's super, super tiny. And like Tiki probably won't see this until he hits his, you know, his monetization level, which is kind of crazy to think. That's why I went so hard to try and get monetized, because I would make like $1 a video or something like that. This will probably be my best month, and I want to keep it that way. I want to keep the snowball effect of the channel growing, but like day 1, I got off the airplane, started making content. Day 2, making content. Same thing with Tiki. I feel like if anything, it's not fair for Tiki because he didn't really get to experience like the whole Japan trip. So he's gonna have to come back out here, and he's gonna have to bring his wife, and really enjoy it. I still have to bring Megan out here. This is my second time in Japan, and Megan still hasn't made it out here, even though I said by the second time I wanted to bring her. But it shows like if I were to bring Megan and my kids out here, I just would not have time for them at all, and it would be kind of like crummy. So I'd rather they go out to like Cancun, enjoy themselves, or stay home and be with friends and all that to really get it, and have them enjoy that as much as possible. Because essentially, if they came here, it would be just as much as me not being there, if that makes any sense. But yeah, for now, I think we'll leave you guys here. Comment below. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of this video? Was it worth it? Do you want to see more of this? I've always toyed with the idea of making like a podcast and, putting it out there. I think people love to see kind of behind the scenes of way before the fame, Tiki Bunny imports, Mendy imports, and just in general. I was watching a video that people really like to see the realism nowadays on YouTube. And this is as real as it gets. Like, this isn't scripted. We're not making anything fake here. Like, yesterday you blew your head gasket, right? Like, I guess we should talk about that. How do you feel about that?
Stay tuned for the video, Road to 40K. But if you guys have any questions, I think people should comment them below, and then we could do a part 2. I don't know when you're gonna post this. Maybe Tiki will still be here, but
yeah, maybe a part 2 will come with Tiki. Maybe not. Maybe a part 2 will come. Actually, maybe I'll jump a video and post this video in between the videos, just so you guys get this. That way we can have Tiki on a part 2. So if you have any questions, put them down below. Comment down below. Let us know what you want to know, because this was kind of just like on a whim. I was like, oh, let me get this together real quick for you guys to see. But for now, I guess until next video, comment below what you want to see, and yeah, we'll go from there. And I'll show you how locked in Tiki is right here.
Literally uploading a video at this second because I want to make sure that everybody's getting all the crazy fun content right now before we get to lunch. Like, I have to get to the office in less than an hour and a half, so we are going to be hustling.
Well, there you go. You heard it first from Tiki and Nick. Until next time.